Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 3 You Only Live Once. Last time we entered the pit for the first time, and today we have got to take on our first big challenge, which is, as the wall says there, the Steelyard. We have been challenged to go out into the Steelyard to keep ourselves busy so the bosses don't get suspicious of us. So Everett there on the left has told us to head to the Steelyard and get at least 10 ingots. And the Steelyard, well, the Steelyard's bloody impressive if nothing else, so let's get out there and get started. So, welcome to the Steelyard. This is an impressive area. This is, I believe, the second biggest area in the entirety of Fallout 3 after the Capital Wasteland itself. So straight ahead of me immediately, we've got ourselves, well, a very good starting point, 5 bobby pins, a baseball bat, not even that terrible a weapon, but not necessarily useful for me, 52 5.56 rounds, and indeed, separately, even more rounds, and an assault rifle, and even more rounds too. Together with some ingots. We need those ingots. How an ingot works, by the way, is it just sits in your miscellaneous tab. It weighs 1, basically has no value, and you just need to collect those up. So obviously, they do actually kind of slowly weigh you down, because even though we're collecting 10 as our starting point, there are actually 100 of them out here. There's a whole 100. There's, I'm not sure if I've actually completed and kind of collected all 100, and I'm not planning to on this occasion either. It's just kind of not really necessary. But welcome to the Steelyard, and welcome to, I think you just kind of just saw there for a second, yes, our first sign of some enemies way up there. Now, first thing I'm going to want to do is I need to quickly rebind all my weapons. Okay, so I've now got my 32 pistol, my assault rifle, which is probably easily my best weapon at the moment, and the auto axe, which has its times. It has its times it might well be useful. Now, the .32 you might think is a bit of a gimmick gun because it's so damn crappy, which is, even though I've got guns 100 right now, it still only does 16 damage. The thing is, however, the Trogs in this area do not have that much health. They have damage resistance 0. Even the Savages only have, I believe it's, like, not much more than 60 hit points. They hit hard, but they're fragile, exactly the same as tunnelers. And that means if you can get sneak attack criticals on them... There we are, sneak attack critical on that there Savage. Yeah, we've basically already massively weakened him there. So, and we're into caution. Those guys, by the way, won't be able to find me because I'm behind a fence. So they kind of, the only way to get to me is via a very long way round. There's a Trog over there too. And there we are. That's a basic Trog dead. A sneak attack critical with better criticals. You can't quite kill a Savage. I think you can kill a basic one. And you can come... I think you might be able to kill a Brute if you've got guns 100 with this old thing. So let's see if we can just get... There's definitely another one there. Trog fledgling. Trog fledglings are the baby ones. They're even the kind of the youngest of the young. So they're kind of... Sorry, I think they said earlier there were 3 types. There's actually 4. So there's Trog fledglings, Trogs, Trog brutes, and Trog savages in ascending order of difficulty. Let's see if I can just get a shot at that fledgling as well. Get him out of the way. Oh, but that there Trog savage decided to come find me, actually. So I'm just going to quickly... Yep, do not let him charge me. 95% chance to hit because I'm pretty damn good at this point. 2 bullets. Okay, so I said the Trog couldn't get to me. He could, he just took the long way round. And he is now dead. Okay. That was a more dangerous start than I was actually planning there. The Trog just came that way round. And by the way, you'll notice that I've already used up a not insignificant part of my ammo there. He gives me some buff out. Alright, sadly that is against the You Only Live Once rules, but... useful thing to have anyway. Right, there's nothing but a fledgling there now. So at least we've killed a few of them. You also see there that obviously killing him gets me 62 experience, which is actually not that bad at all. 62 experience is, yeah, pretty much the same as the aliens will give you, except these guys are much easier to kill than aliens, and arguably they're less dangerous. The problem is, if they get on top of you and they swarm you, they have a big chargy lungy attack, which is very difficult. And you'll also notice they're all over the bloody place. We have got them all over the shops. We've got a Trog over there. If he's willing to hold still at the end of a thing over there, that'd be great. Come on, hold still, hold still, hold still. Oh, not quite, darn it. Oh well. In danger, but he's actually that's kind of unfortunate. All right, let's just see if that guy's going to be able to actually hunt me. Sometimes the ones that are on top of things struggle to navigate. But just in case, no, we're back into caution. Yeah, the ones which are on top of things very much struggle to navigate. Enemies in Fallout 3, that happens to them a lot. They really struggle to kind of navigate around kind of high places. We've got a Trog somewhere, mind. Where are you? The game. Ah, there he is. He's up there. He's up there, and I believe he's doing his exact same pattern again. And if he's doing the exact same pattern again, that means he's going to come to the end there, which means I'm going to go over to the assault rifle. And as soon as he comes to a stop... Oh, he hasn't come to a stop. All right, fine. He's dead now anyway. And then we're into caution again. From something. This is dangerous. Okay. Now, oh, first things first, there's a little kind of, there's a touching moment between a pit slave and a normal guy there. But we're going to kill this one quickly. Yeah, sorry. We had to kill that one. Basically, yeah, that guy was the brother of the person who turned into that Trog. So we've got to be a little bit careful and make sure that he goes down before he attacks that slave. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter, but I'd rather have the slave alive and the Trog not be than the other way round. Now. Okay, move number 1. I've got to make my way round to the right. There's something on the right which if I can get to, I'm in much better shape. The problem is, as you can see, there's red, like... everywhere. My stealth is pretty high and Trogs are really not very perceptive. That guy might be on top of the thing. Just keep an eye on the right of me too. Okay, I don't think he's going to see me. I'm hidden behind here for the minute. That terminal over there is destination number 1. We've got... Alright. Because as you can see there, there's a whole bunch of security Protectrons. Alright, good. Objective 1 reached without... too much difficulty and hard locked. This is why I wanted Science 75 before I came anywhere near the pit. This, by the way, is one of those moments where you really want to make sure that you pass this thing first time. So as a reminder for how terminals work, both in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, you look for like open and closed pairs of parentheses or similar things. So for example, this here right here, you can do that to remove a dud. There's another one, there's always one that's going to kind of replenish your allowance. I already know that overlooking and shoplifting are 2, so therefore I know it ends in ing, and now I've got multiple more guesses, so now basically I just go through the remaining ones that are ing, and this should be absolutely fine. There we are, mistrusting it was, 50 experience for that. Nice and easy because obviously, you know, with the allowance replenish, you effectively get 7 attempts rather than 4, and you can remove various duds. So, activate the security bot, activate security bot, activate security bot, activate security bot. Security bot, I love you, you are my new best friends. Now I just go and hang out back here. The problem with the Trogs, oh, look at them in perfect harmony. The problem with the Trogs is, like all enemies in Fallout 3, they can wander quite widely. They can really wander pretty damn widely, and that creates a bit of an issue, which means like sometimes you think you've cleared out an area, but you haven't at all, because enemies from a different area just wander into the one you think you're already done with. But with these guys around, who are on my side, they are kind of, yeah, pro-me and anti-Trog, life is much better. Because now that guy's going to go around the corner, he's found some Trogs, and they're now going to kill Trogs for me. So those guys are now going to clear out a whole little family of Trogs over in that area. That guy's probably going to go and find that little red tick over there. If you want to, you can kind of try and lure Trogs into problems. As you can see, the Trogs, ooh, Radaway. That would be incredibly useful, but I can't use it. I'd have preferred Radax. Mentats, no. Trogs sometimes have quite good loot on them, which is kind of very worth kind of having along. So yeah, Stimpak incredibly useful in a world where, you know, you generally don't have much health, but again, not for me. And down here at the end, a pit slave who tried to find some extra ingots, and we picked up these 2. It looks like one of the guys has headed. Have you headed around here? Have you headed around the flipping background here? If so, well done. That's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to properly patrol this area and take out the Trogs in this lower area. The only downside to the security robots is, sadly, they'll only do this first little area. They won't kind of do. They won't do the rest of it. So, ooh, are you already? Hang on, no. Are you already dead? I think they've killed that one already. Yeah, no red on the map. Fine. So they've killed the one that was in the middle there. So they've done a good job clearing out this first area, and that means, almost more importantly than them clearing out this area, that means, oh, I see something up there, but there's no red. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? There's definitely some Trog fighting going on here. Yeah, the more importantly, this keeps this area clear because as more Trogs kind of wander into this area... How are you guys doing, by the way? You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. As more Trogs like wander into this area, they keep this area clean. And because they've kept this area clean, that means I know this area is pretty safe because anything that wanders into this area gets killed by the Protectrons instead. So on that basis, we're in pretty good shape. Don't worry about all the red ticks, by the way. Some of them are like on the pipes above me, so don't need to worry about all of them. Oh, hello. Robots indeed killing more Trogs there. Sign 75, get the Protectrons. Oh no, a Protectron. Oh, I'm so sorry, but on the plus side, energy cells. That might actually be useful later down the line. Okay, so they've cleared out this area. No sign of red here. Initial area has been secured. He is firing at something. What are you after, my good man? What are you after? What are you shooting? I have no idea what they're going for. What are you going for? That's a pit slave. Yeah.
Move along, please.
I've no idea. I wonder if they're going for one of the ones that's up top, but they struggle with aiming upwards. They're kind of missing there as a result. Human flesh! Good old delicious human flesh. Sadly, I can't just, farm this area forever. I'm going to have to move out of the area that they've made safe for me. But at the bare minimum, I've now got a somewhat safe area that I can move in and out of. And another bobby pin. I would love some Rad-X. It can spawn on these guys. So, that would be nice. That'd be lovely, in fact. Now, I've got to be a little careful here. Got to be a little careful, because we can have more guys kind of coming down those stairs. But I'm just going to stay hidden as far as I can. Alright, objective 1. We need to get hold of those first, the first 10 ingots. That guy, by the way, is now going to stay locked in there forever, mourning his brother, sadly. But on the plus side, he's not dead. He hasn't been murdered by his brother. So you know what? It swings and roundabouts. There are definitely good things about his day, but there have been bad things about his day as well. Up top here, we might be able to get a better shot at some enemies. I think I know what that red marker is. That kind of building there has a kind of a hole in the middle of it, which I can kind of go through in order to drop down on a savage. Now, I just need to get from here into these here bins. Are we safe? I think we're safe, because obviously we're not hidden right now. So now I just need to jump, and yes, in we go. Lovely. And I also need to put the flipping Pit Boy light on, just to make my life even less safe right now. But on the plus side, I should be pretty safe in here. So again, steel ingot, steel ingot. This is actually a really important thing to keep an eye on, by the way. You need to know how many you've got, because as you start turning them into Everett, he doesn't keep count. So you've got to know how many there... Oh, what the... Oh. Just a Protectron. It's fine. Just a Protectron. We're A-okay. Now I've just got to make it across both of these. This is really fiddly, by the way. Anyone who's played Fallout 3 will know sometimes the jumping controls are fiddly as anything. And... Oh, no. Oh, bloody hell. Right, try that again. I think it's actually easier in third person, to be honest. So, jump and make it across. And actually, I probably should be up. Should have been on top, actually. Being up top is probably easier. And jump. And, oh, good. Made it across there. And then we've got one more. Just kind of get up onto the thing. Get up onto the thing. Get up onto the thing. Yes. And now over here, I believe there's a bit more. Is there more in here? Have I just come over here for completely no bloody reason? I swear there was more in here. Right, I'm wrong. I must be thinking of, well, I'm thinking of probably this thing over here. Just make sure there's no more Trogs in this area, because there are a couple more over here. Pit Slave, you've got nothing on you, do you? No, nothing good. And, oh, no, not Pit Slave. I wanted steel ingots. Steel ingot, steel ingot. All right, lovely. Now, what I want is one more down in this first area, if I can, without leaving this. What's that up there? I just saw movement up there. Okay, it was probably just a flame. Yeah, I'd like one more from this initial area, and I think I can get one more from this initial area. Okay, I've had a look around, but I can't see anything. That means I'm going to need to go up to the next level. The next level is obviously... Now I'm out of the area where the Protectrons will protect me, which is a little bit on the worrying side. But if I'm fortunate... Some of the Trogs... Oh, okay, Trog Brute up there. Okay, Trog Brute way over there. and a wild man way over there. Actually, that's not even a... That might be a pretty good shot to take at that wild person. I'm pretty sure we need that wild person dead. I'm just not sure it's allowed. Switch over to the handgun. Line up the shot perfectly. And I think... Must have missed it, but I'm not in caution. Now I can't see the shot again. Alright, never mind. Go back over to the assault rifle. Ammo needs to be watched very, very closely. Ammo will get low quickly. And ammo is relatively well guarded in this section. Alright, first things first, let's head round to the right by the edge of this area. Because I believe this area is relatively safe. Is there anything even here? Yes, okay. So, we've got ourselves a steel ingot. And now I have... Oh yeah, sorry, I'd forgotten about this. By collecting 10, you immediately gain a perk. So extra damage with a signature weapon. The auto axe, you may recall a second ago, that was 30. If we go back over to that now, it's gone up to 35. So it's a pretty damn solid increase. All right, now go over to 11, and that's actually it. Now, what we want to do now is we want to go and turn those in. Now, you may be thinking, John, that seems horrendously simple. You just snuck around, shot a couple of trogs that didn't seem that tough, and now you're pretty much straight back out again. Indeed, that's the starting point, because that is the 10 that you absolutely need to do in order to advance the game. Except the whole thing's about to get a lot more complicated. Let's go and have a quick chat with Everett. Now, on the way out, if I could just nail that that fledgling I saw earlier, that'd be nice too. There he goes. Good. Got him down. Wanted him out of the way. I might want to use that area later. Alright, let's nip back to Everett because this door's not locked. You can go back through it any time you want. However, I do want to be extremely careful passing through this area because earlier you may remember there was a little trog that just wandered harmlessly on top of the barrier. He's still in this room, except this time as I pass back through, he's going to be attacking me if he happens to see me. Where is he? He's somewhere in... I know you're in here. Do not even pretend you're not. This assault rifle is my best weapon. There he is. He's down there. Alright, hang on. Can I get a shot at him? Oh, I might be able to get a shot at him through there. Okay, can I... Yeah. 89% chance. Yeah, that's worth it. I'll take a couple of shots. There we go. Sneak attack critical. Almost dead, but not quite. Move over to the assault rifle. Move over to the assault rifle. Where is he now? Oh, there he is. There he is. Alright, don't take the chance now. Just take the shot. Take the shot. There we go. Lovely. And he dies. Yeah, he's a massive jerk. Because the first time you pass through this area, you see him above. But, like, you get the feeling, like, because he doesn't, like, go hostile, he's either harmless or he's tame or he's in a separate area. He's not. He's in the same area as you. Oh, the blue pass card. I don't know what that even does. Blue pass card. What is that item? I've no bloody clue. And I can't think of anywhere in this DLC where it's immediately, like, relevant or important to have that. So, okay. Right. We're rapidly losing ammo here. It's getting very, very low. But the nice thing is, by the way, I think this area is initially locked when you kind of first get to this area, but this area is now open. I don't think there's anything actually good in this area, by the way. I think it's just all kind of just for show. But I'll kind of have a quick explore just to remind myself in case there is anything useful here. No, as I thought, as far as I can tell, there's nothing here apart from some nice little kind of piles of meat. People that have been torn up by the trogs in the past. Very, very pleasant indeed. Anyway, back through the door, back to Everett.
Look who made it back. I'll take those ingots, Scab. You just get back in there and get about your business. You got a real knack for this. Here, this might help you work a little harder. Original owner can't use it anymore on account of decapitation.
And indeed. Now, the interesting thing about this game is you generally want to be handing him over ingots in sets of 10. Because there's nothing to stop me, because I picked up 11 and the game took 10 off me automatically. I could just hand over the one I've got left right now. But if I do, the game does not keep track of how many. So you've got to kind of manually keep a track of how many you've handed over. Otherwise, you're not quite sure when you're kind of next due any sort of reward. Because what happens is, for every 10 you hand over, he will hand over a reward. The game requires you to get 10 just to advance the plot. And now I could just move straight on to the next area. But if I did, I'd be woefully... I'd have no good armor, I'd have no good weapons. But if I keep gathering ingots for him, optionally, he'll give me better and better loot. So that's what I need to do. I now need to go back out into the Steelyard, into the way more dangerous areas where I'm no longer going to have my flipping robot friends to help me, and hunt down plenty more ingots. The bare minimum I'm going to need is 50. I've already got 10, so 40 more. And for every 10, he'll give me a new reward, which makes my life just a little bit easier. But I'm not going to give him the ingots now, because otherwise I'll lose track of them. Though I've just made a note, I have 11 so far. And yes, if you do happen to hand over all of them, just write down, keep a piece of paper, because the game, it's a real error in the game that it does not keep track of it for you.
Keep bringing in metal. I'll keep getting you gear.
I mean, that's bloody generous of him. He is a slave master, and I am a slave. And there is kind of talk that the slaves might be plotting something, and he just hands over more and more advanced gear. In fact, he hands over advanced gear that's kind of better armor than he's wearing, better guns than he has. That's a dangerous thing to give a slave. Anyway, let's look at what he did just give me, because what he did just give me was quite good. So obviously we've still got that Raider Paingiver armor from earlier, damage resistance 8, unarmed +4. Not particularly good. He's just given me the Labourer outfit. Damage resistance 4, but strength, agility, and endurance all up. So I still get an extra like 2% of damage reduction, but I also get +1 strength. So I can carry a bit more stuff. So that's kind of worth having. That's not even that darn bad. I mean, most importantly, kind of look at it. I think it looks a little bit better. I kind of prefer the kind of tan beigey colour to the one that I already had on. So I think it's a little bit better than it was. I'm not sure how that's supposed to give me +1 strength, but apparently it does. Anyway, back out into the Steelyard. We're now after, well, 39 more ingots. Okay, back into the area, and now we've got to make some choices. Because obviously, the total number of ingots that's in this area is 100. So there are many different places I could go to get the... Oh no, that's the one that's up top. That's the one that's up top. Don't panic. And don't worry, my robot friend should still be on patrol. Though I believe they kind of reset to kicking off from their pods when you re-enter the area. So they're going to start off back over there, then kind of wander around again in a moment. So yeah, you can see they're kind of still... Yeah, they started off in their pod. The moment I enter the area, they started walking in that direction. So this area should still be pretty safe. So this is good. This is a good area I can fall back to if I'm in, like, a huge amount of trouble. But yes, I now have to make some tactical choices, which is there's multiple areas I could go into. Some of them have different enemies than others. Some of them have different penalties than others in general. So, for example, some of them have quite a few ingots, but also quite a few rads, and that can be kind of bad. And then there's... I know what you are. Yeah, you're fine. So some of them have ingots, but also rads, and some of them have... yeah, if you kind of stick to the lower levels, the first 2 levels, you're basically dealing with Trogs, who are... They're dangerous, but you can deal with them. As you go up higher, that up there is the territory of the wild men. And there's also the factory floor through that door over there, which is dangerous for other reasons. A combination of... Actually, that's a combination of everything in there. There's rads, there's wild men, and there's Trogs. So you've got to be a little bit on the careful side here. I also, by the way, don't know where all 100 are. I've never found all 100. And as far as I know, like, I think one time, and like years ago, I did actually go looking for all 100. And I only ever found like 90-something. I never found all of them. It's a little bit tricky. Now, got red over the map there. Got red over here. So, oh, double red. Double red, but that might also be wildmen further up. So we're okay for the minute. Have a look out the window. Bit safer. 2 steel ingots up here. Multiple medkits. Rad away. I'd prefer Radex, thank you. I really need the Radex. 2 medical kits. Random draws. Give me Radex. Give me Radex. 2 stim packs and a blood pack. Useless. And give me Radex. Stim pack, 2 blood packs. Right. Okay, I've still only got 1 Radex. That's a problem. But luckily, I do know where I can get some more Radex. But ironically, it's in an area where, in order to access it, I'll need to use Radex. So that's a bit of an issue. Right, I can't see anything here. I'd like to get this one guy. Oh, hang on. Actually, no. If I go up this one way, there's possibly more guys who are going to run up the corner at me. What's the safest way to get up top of here? Oh, yeah, there's a way up that way. All right, I know the safest way to get up there. We've got 2 red ahead of me. But I suspect that might be 2 wild men up on that cliff who are not going to be able to see me. If I just say crouched and hidden. Is my light on, by the way? It wasn't, and I turned it on, and I shouldn't have done. Around here should be pretty safe. We've got, yeah, wild men up top. And wild men are problematic because wild men have guns. They actually have some form of ranged attack. There's a wild man way up there. Don't worry about him just yet. Don't worry about him at all. Okay. First thing I can do then is this area appears to be safe for the minute. I don't actually believe there's any ingots around here either, if I recall correctly. Just go around here. Have faith. Remember, trust your memory. My memory is being strained to its limits here. Like, I know this game very, very, very well. Not quite as well as New Vegas, but I do know it very well. But I don't know the location of every enemy because enemies roam in Fallout 3. And here's Wild Bill. Wild Bill, very, very important because 32 more bullets. A head wrap worth taking because I don't have a helmet right now. A note I can give to Millie and Wild Bill's sidearm. Basically, it's a unique variant of the .32. It's actually pretty good. Well, it's not spectacular, to be honest. It's barely any better than the one you've got. Yeah, this is 16. That's 20, but it's better than it is, and I'll gladly kind of replace my existing gun with that. And it means I've got kind of a ton of ammo for it now, so that's very good shape indeed. And of course, he was sitting on 2 steel ingots as well. All right, but we're not going up to the next level just yet. The lower levels, I believe, are slightly safer than the higher levels for now. Just keep an eye on everything. Get used to the clicking noise, if you haven't already, because I'm going to be using VATS to try and scout for enemies a lot. Now, I believe rather than going upstairs just yet, going around the back is probably actually... Is that safer or not? I think going around the back is safer first. We've got a wildman up there, who I could take a shot at. Yeah. There we go, good. He's dead. Okay. Right, so critical strike there. Oh, I think I got a lucky critical strike there. That's fortunate. I guess my luck is pretty high. You need to remember, back in Fallout 3, you got so many bloody... I mean, I feel spoiled when I play Fallout 3 now. When I kind of just, like, open up my character sheet and I kind of look over to the special, like, look at that. That's bloody insanity now that we've been playing Fallout 4 for a while. That's just bloody crazy that we get that many bloody... we get that much. Now, do any of these open up? I don't dare turn on my light, by the way. So, we're kind of playing in the dark at the moment. Then we've got right for the minute. And this, by the way, is... It's not immediately obvious, but you can cut around the back of here. You can cut around the back of this here building. Cutting around the back of here opens up... Well, it opens up something that's a little bit dangerous, which is... it doesn't happen yet, but there's an event that triggers when you get a bit closer to over there, which is there's a couple of wildmen and then a couple of trogs will attack them. So it will be wildmen versus trogs. The wildmen and the trogs are not allied to each other in the slightest. So as a result of that, they will attack each other. But yeah, potentially it depends like who you want to win. So and whether you want to get involved in the slightest. If they could potentially, I mean, the perfect scenario is the trogs win and the trogs win but have very little health left because the wildmen take a bit of their health off them. So now we can just kind of loop around here for another 2 steel ingots. And, arguably even better if you're playing this game normally, you've got yourself shotgun shell, combat shotgun, shotgun shell. Though, obviously, only 2 shotgun shells. So, not many shotgun shells. But, combat shotgun is still going to be pretty damn powerful next to everything else that you've actually kind of got at this DLC at the minute. So, combat shotgun, yeah, 53 damage, even though it's in appalling condition. And there's I'm not sure there's any way to repair in this game, actually. No one offers a repair service because there's no shop. Like the food store in downtown just basically gives you... that just kind of hands out free slop. It's not a shop. And there's no other shops you can access for now. So I think for the minute you're stuck with it in that condition. Anyway, now I need to go back up to the top here. And I'm going to trigger that event. Because I can trigger the event but not actually get involved in it. And then I'll just see how it goes. If it goes in a way that's positive... I will potentially decide to step in because there's some good loot back there. But, oh, there we go. So we've got red and we've got red. And there we are. You see, they're fighting each other. So now I just need to keep an eye on it. See how it goes. There we go. Red and red. Now, who won that fight? Who won the fight? Who won the fight? I see... Oh, hang on. I think they're over that side. If they're over that side, I can loop round. I can potentially get a shot at them from the end of this alleyway over here. And... What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Come on. I need to know who won the damn fight. And then we've got... Oh. I cannot for the life of me see. What happened? Trog Brute. Trog Brute. And... Okay. Dead Trog Brute. I'm guessing that means the other one is also a Trog, because the other one didn't look hostile. In which case, I'm better approaching from the other angle, because then I've got a little bit more space to work with. I don't like the pit. I love the pit. The pit's great, but the pit is stressful, and that is a Trog Brute up there, isn't it? Yeah, I see, yeah. Just got to wait for him to be in a good situation for me to get a shot in. Where are you? Dead. Lovely. Okay. Next up, let's just quickly loot those corpses. Bobby pins. Not that useful. Come on, give me something usable. Give me something usable. Med-X. Med-X is okay. That might be usable under certain circumstances. And then they've killed 2 guys somewhere around here. In fact, it looks like the Trogs have won very, very easily. That's a wild man. 10mm ammo. Bottle caps. Useless knife. Actually, Merc Cruiser outfit. Let's just consider it. Damage resistance 8, melee weapon +2, small gun +2. That's actually not even that bad. That's not even that bad under this circumstance. Merc Cruiser. Hang on, I need to actually consider that. So, no, I'd rather have the agility. The agility bonus is kind of worth having. Then the second one of them is here. He's got fabulous hair. Combat knife and a frag grenade. Again, that's actually, that's not that bad at all. And then I believe in... Is it in one of the things? Yes! Now, if we just jump up to the... If we just jump up to the... There we go. If we jump up into the cart here, then we get... This is very, very good. So this is why I wanted it. So, assault rifle. Keep my assault rifle going. Ingot, 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 ingot. 4 ingots. And a first aid box. Give me a rad-axe. Bloody game. So that brings my steel ingots up to 13. Perfect. I'm going to make a quick trip back, just via the safe route I've already come, back to Everett now to claim his next reward, the second tier of reward for 20. So, Everett, take another 10 ingots off me, please.
More metal for the mill.
And as you can see there, he now removes another 10. So we've now up to handed over 20 to him. And then, you got anything for me?
Guess I could spare this.
And he hands over the filtration helmet. Now, don't hand over the next few ingots yet, because all that does is it makes it harder to keep track of how many have actually been handed over. So he's just handed over the filtration helmet to me. Damage resistance 4, but arguably more importantly, radiation resistance +10. So my damage resistance is still pretty damn poor, but it is at least at 28, because of course, my character, even wearing nothing at all, my damage resistance is 20. So, you know, it's a pretty good scenario to be in, really. The armor's only contributing a further 8 to that. Yeah, that's why I'd say kind of potentially coming in here with a character that's already got some good level of experience and perks under their belt is actually a good idea. Now, obviously, as you may reasonably have guessed, I am kind of very, very kind of carefully and cautiously choosing the order in which I take on the Steelyard based on... oh. Hello. Oh no, you're a Protectron. Alright, it's fine. We're friends. We're good. Excellent. Yeah, the order in which I'm kind of taking on these areas is dependent on what armor I've picked up when. So now that I've got that filtration helmet, I've got a little bit of radiation resistance. Not a huge amount, mind. And I've only got 1 bloody rad-X, which is... That's a concern that I've only got 1 rad-X at this point. I'm hoping I might be able to pick up a little bit more yet, to be honest. So, next on my list is... Okay, those are the Wildmen. We know where they are. They're absolutely fine. Don't need to worry about them. Next on my list is now going up these stairs here and looping round the rest of the... Oh. I'm imagining Trogs there, but it's not. It's just a slightly wibbly line. It's just a wibbly line. It's fine. It's not Trogs. It's not Trogs. Got a dead slave up here. 1 pit slave, tattered slave outfit, nothing particularly good there. I've already got a superior one to that. Now, I believe there's no point going up this way. There's nothing there. All this area basically is for is to provide you with access up to this area, where you can get, conveniently enough, 1 and 2. Lovely. So that means I'm already up to, I think that's halfway. That's 25. But obviously, it's the easiest 25 first. And let's just make sure there's nothing spawned behind me, because sometimes you can get a bit of an odd spawn where a couple of Trogs just like appear up there, and then there's like a Wildman over there. I think I might also have a decent shot here. Trog who's over there. Good shot at you. I think he might be... Come on. I can get you. No, fine. Alright, we'll have a better shot at that guy later. I don't want to waste any more ammo trying to hit him. So now we can go down here onto this here roof. This roof's very important because you can see there's some red on the map right there. Move slowly and we will be able to get a shot at what I believe is a savage, or very likely to be a savage. I'm not sure how the spawning works. Yeah, you're a savage. And then we just... There we are. Ooh! Sneak attack critical Trog savage. I think I might have just accidentally headshotted him there. I'd say that was skill, but it wasn't. That was complete bloody luck. Alright, good. So he's now dead, which is fine, because I believe he's guarding. I think that's... you can see there's a steel ingot down there. Next up, how many more are there in this region? Let's just stay up top for a second and have a peer round the side there. So we know this guy's here, but stay up top, because generally being up top is advantageous. Ooh. Hello, how do we get to you over there? I don't even know you were bloody over there. How do we get to you? Alright, we'll have to figure out how we get to you in a second. Right. I have a pier down here. I don't see any Trogs down that route, so I think the lower area at this point should be pretty safe. Right? I think. Probably. I don't know. The Trogs just wander such a wide area, it can go wrong very, very quickly. There's no way to get up to you. How do we get up there? To those ones. That's interesting. Alright, we'll have to revisit that in a second. Okay. I'm just got a bit nervous for the fact I can now see two red things moving. Two red things moving in this direction. What's going to be moving in this direction so close to me? What on earth is that? If they're moving horizontally that much on my compass, has the game just spawned in two more? I have a horrible feeling the game might have just spawned in some extra enemies. Where are you? Okay, stay on the roof until I can figure out what the hell I'm looking at there. Because whatever these guys are... Yes! Trogs. I think the game just bloody spawned in two of them. Dead. Dead. Okay. I think that was a spawn. Okay, good. I was half expecting a couple of ones to kind of do that because I've seen that bloody before. Game just blatantly cheats on you. Okay, those two are dead. They were not on the map previously. I think they're triggered by you clearing out this savage and then going downstairs. Keep an eye on your compass. Another bobby... I've got enough bobby pins, game. I'm fine. And then we've got... no, not the savage. Ingot. Ingot. Give me Rad-X. Yes! Okay, Rad-X. That is what I desperately needed to see. And then we've got past these two guys here, who are now dead. Number one gives me... The game really wants me to unlock some stuff with a bobby pin. Like, crazily much. And then just some dog meat. Not too bad, but also not worth having. Close the gates behind me, because there's a general rule. Trogs, like most creatures, are going to struggle with the gates. Alright, what does that bring me to, by the way? Does that bring me to my next 10? No, I'm still quite a few short. In fact, I'm only up to 27. Okay. I'm now going to go down here. You may remember at the beginning there was a fence to the left of me where you could see loads of radioactive barrels. This here is that area, and it is going to be radioactive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, and as soon as I hit the radiation, I'm going to pop a Rad-X, and then I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to run through and clear out this area as quickly as I can. I'm not sure at what point the radiation starts. It's at some point around here. It's not like when you reach the barrels, it's before that point. But yes, okay, here we go. I'm going to take a lot of rad damage here, by the way. There's going to be a lot of rads. Okay, so Rad-X number 1 gets used. Go, 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 go. I've already cleared out the enemy. This is why I cleared out the enemy from the other side. Now, quickly as we can, ammo box. Take the ammo. Ammo box. Take the ammo. Person. Take the pit raid. Oh, 3 grenades and gamma shield armor. This is what I wanted to get right now, because, of course, that is further rad resistance. Because my rad resistance is already 85. So I think actually putting this on doesn't help me in the slightest, does it? Gamma shield armor. No, still 85. It does me no good whatsoever. So actually, I'm better taking it off because I believe that's heavy armor, so I'm going to run slower if I'm wearing it. And then I just need to get the steel ingot, steel ingot, steel ingot. That's all I need, right? Assault rifle. I can improve my own assault rifle. Go, go, go. Next, next, next. There's more in the middle here. I believe there's more in the middle here. There are more in the middle. There's more in the middle here, right? I swear there was more. Is there not? Oh, flip. I thought there was. Oh, God. No. Yes, there is. Okay, good. Get faster and then go out the back end. Go out the back way because there's a way out the back here. Okay, and we are done with the radioactive area in just a second. There we go. All right. All right. So we were at 111 rads before we just did that. 119. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right. That's the advantage of Rad-X plus filtration helmet giving me 85% resistance. I mean, the area looks like it should be heavily irradiated, but it's not so bad. Later in the game, there will be areas that don't look like they should be heavily irradiated, but actually are appallingly irradiated. So, not so bad in the slightest. I believe also, by the way, there's... If I go up here, this is just a dead-end staircase that doesn't go anywhere. Yes, as I thought. So actually what you need to do is you need to kind of cut around the outside of the staircase in order to get out of this area. Yes, there we are. Good. So with that, I now loop back round here, and I'm back to the first area at this bit. Though admittedly, now I'm curious, and I hadn't originally planned to get these, but I'm kind of curious as to whether I can get the ones I saw over there, and how exactly I get over to the ones that I saw over there, because I'm not sure how you do. I need to go and have a little look around here, see if I can how to get to the other side of this fence. How do you get to the other side of this here fence? So you won't just be able to jump off the ledge there. That'll never work. So we've got this fence here. Okay, yeah. This fence. Fine. Can't get through any area of this fence. But need to get to the far area of this fence in order to... Ooh, but if I were to just cut through here. Okay. So if I were to go through this direction now, is there any way to get to the other side of that there fence? Not through here. Not through here. Not through here. And then that's all locked. Do you have to drop down from that pipe? Like this is very rarely in Fallout 3 does the game play with verticality. This is one of those very few DLCs where actually verticality actually matters. Where you've actually got to consider whether you could climb on something and then drop down it. Whether that would be advantageous to you. Though... How would you even get on top of that pipe? Do you have to drop from up there? I don't even know how you'd actually get up there. Well, you could drop right from the top up there, but I would have thought that would be fatal fall damage. Okay, well, I'm going to have to exclude that one because that there is, that's pretty much fatal fall damage. Anyway, now I've got, I've definitely got 10. I've probably got more than 10, to be honest. Probably significantly more than 10, in fact. Yep, 13. So I've got the next 10. Let's go and get the 30 ingot reward from Everett nice and quickly. Alright, Everett, what's my next reward? Because I genuinely cannot remember what 30 is. I know what 40 and 50 are, but what's 30?
Yeah, looks like you earned it. If you're heading back out there, these ought to help you with the Trogs.
And steel knuckles. Oh, yes, these are absolutely bloody useless. So steel knuckles, unarmed weapon, damage 20. And that's, my unarmed isn't even that terrible, by the way, because of course unarmed back in this game was a function of endurance, not strength. So even though I've never invested in it, I do have unarmed of 27, and it only does like 20. It's pretty worthless, to be honest. Now, also, while I think about it, I can slightly improve my assault rifle. Good, my assault rifle is actually now in decent shape. Anything else that I can do with the rest of it? I can ever so slightly improve Wild Bill's sidearm, but I don't even get any benefit out of that, so there's no point. Alright, fine. Let's head straight back out again. We're up to, what is that now, 33? Yes, 33 located, 17 to go. But obviously the last 17 are the most dangerous. I've now cleared out what's arguably the easiest areas. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as this has taken me quite a bit longer than I thought it would, and we've still got a lot to do, including the most difficult bits of all, I'm going to call this a part there. And we're going to do the rest of the Steelyard next week. And, oh yes, now we've got some difficult choices to make. I mean, there's the Wildmen right up top. There's a lot of dangerous stuff on the factory floor, or I could just scavenge around the very outskirts and try and find my way to those ones that I saw over in the corner. But the ones over in the corner, I feel like full damage could be a risk, but could be the safest in some ways as well. So, all of that next week, ladies and gentlemen. And in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout 3, you only live once. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Good dodge, man. Question is, can you keep it up, cop? Oh, no, you can't. Ooh, nice. Oh, didn't quite get that one, though. We are going to the gun store in style. Oh, where's my partner? Oh, he's not here. Oh, so long, loser.